China EV News, BYD and more. BYD seems to have shrugged off China's lockdowns very well. A few days ago, BYD reported its sales of EVs and plug-in hybrids soared by 313% in April compared to April the year before. They sold a record of 106,000 units last month in mainland China. Sales for all its vehicles jumped 423% in the first quarter this year compared to first quarter last year. And it's now the second largest car maker in China in terms of pure EV sales, just behind Tesla. This chart shows how well BYD are doing and have basically increased sales almost every month. BYD are bringing new models all the time, so expect their sales continue to grow. And with expectations of reaching 1.5 million units sold by the year's end. And from now on, all their cars are EVs as they cease production of internal combustion engine vehicles in March last year. One of the reasons it's held up so well during these lockdowns in China is that, similar to Tesla, it's very well vertically integrated in its supply chain. Apart from vehicles, it is a major manufacturer of both batteries and automotive chips, which it uses in its own cars, but also sells to other manufacturers. Several other Chinese automakers have reported a decrease in sales. NIO down 49% from March to April, and they even had to suspend production for several days. They only sold 5,074 cars in April. Li Auto had a 62% plunge from March to April. The BMW i3 eDrive 35L has started production in China at the end of March. It launched on the 31st of March in China, and it's selling for RMB 349,900, which is just under $53,000 US. It's equipped with a 70 kilowatt hour battery, and it has a CLTC range of 526 kilometers, which is more likely 380 kilometers in the real world. CATL is expanding its battery manufacturing capacity, and it's expecting to reach 670 gigawatt hours by 2025, which means it's got to add another 390 gigawatt hours by then to reach that target. So in order to get on with its expansion, they plan to raise RMB 45 billion in total from an equity offering. And on April the 29th, they issued a statement saying that they'd received approval from the Chinese Securities Regulatory Commission for this. CATL are the world leaders in EV battery manufacture, with 35% of the market in Q1 2022. LG Energy Solutions are half that, or just under, at 15.9%. But BYD comes in at a third position with 11.1%, having recently overtaken Panasonic. Xpeng have also had a bad month in March, with sales down a bit to 9,002 vehicles compared to March. But that is a 75% increase on the same month last year. In quarter 1 2022, they delivered a total of 43,563 vehicles, which is up 136% on Q1 last year. On May the 1st, BYD's flagship Han family of sedans saw the 200,000th vehicle roll off the production line, having gone into production in June 2020. And in more BYD news, the Seal is expected to be a key model with some advantages over the Tesla Model 3. Information released by the Chinese Ministry of Industry and Information Technology showed that the BYD Seal, compared to the Tesla Model 3, it's got a length of 4800, Model 3 4694 millimeters, a width of 1875 millimeters, 1850 for the Tesla, a height of 1460 millimeters, 1443 for the Model 3, and a wheelbase of 2920 millimeters. For the Model 3, it's 2875, so it's just a fraction bigger. The Seal in China will be available in 3 range variants. The standard model range will have a 150 kilowatt rear electric motor with a range of maybe 400 kilometers. That's real world range, not what they say. The long range version will have a 230 kilowatt rear motor and a range of over 500 kilometers. And I said, I'm trying to quote real world ranges here, so these are approximate. The CLTP or whatever it is a gross overestimate. The NEDC is also an overestimate by about 30%. You've got to take 30% off to get closer to real world. And according to the CNEV post, pre-orders will open in May, which is now, with expected prices of RMB to 20,000, which is about 33,570 US, up to RMB to 80,000. So there was quick information that's recently come out of China this last week. I hope you found that helpful. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe, and you can click that bell notification icon as well if you want to be notified. It does help the channel. It helps promote it to new people so that it pops up in their feed. So thanks very much.